Hi, I'm Dan Harlan.
And I'm Sarah Elephant.
And welcome to the Clayton Center. And this place is absolutely amazing. We were really fortunate to find this.
Yes.
I moved here to Clayton about a year ago, and we started our company, and then we decided that we were going to have this magic festival. We tried to figure out where we were going to do it.
Yeah.
And this happens to be the town hall, and it also has all of the facilities for hosting conventions like this, including a beautiful auditorium, which we're going to get to in just a moment. But right now, why don't we go upstairs and start the tour?
Perfect.
Okay. This space, because we get everything in one place that, it's so much more convenient. It's got such a charm to it.
That's what I was going to say, the feel. It's magical. I love it.
It already is got a magical feel to it, and everything is occupying such a close space, but it doesn't feel like you're stuck in a convention center.
No, it does not have that convention center feel at all.
That's right. It's got this amazing charm to it. Now, I know that you've got an appointment.
Yep, I got to go find Scotty.
Okay, so you're going to go find Scotty down in the main theater, which is magnificent, and we're going to show you the main theater in just a moment. As soon as Sarah Ella finds Scotty to talk to him about it. He's the executive director here at the Clayton Center. And while you are finding him, I will take everybody on a brief tour of the rooms that we're going to use for the dealer space and the lectures and all of that.
Perfect.
Kind of
Make sure you show him the chalkboard.
Of course, yeah. All right,
Okay.
I will, and I'll see you later.
Perfect.
Okay. And you guys, you come with me. So you're first going to walk into this space, which will be the reception area. And so the reception area, you're used to this whenever you go to any convention, but we're going to set up a little table here so that when you come into this area, you get absolutely everything that you need in your packet, the full schedule, any of the bonuses that you've paid for. So if you get your t-shirts and your other gifts and whatever we have prepared for you, that's going to happen in this area. So you can gather with everybody else. Plus there's plenty of space out here. If you want to take a quick look outside of the space that we just came from, plenty of space to mingle with everybody before any of the events start. So it's all here in one convenient location. And you're going to get all of that stuff, and then when the events start, you'll be very busy going into the inner sanctum, the chamber that happens in this direction. One of the first stops that you're going to want to make is the dealer's room, which will be right down here at the end of this beautiful hallway. You'll come right here in. So this is the dealer's room where you will have all of the dealers set up that you're used to, at most conventions where the dealers set up here. We're going to have about 8 to 10 of the best dealers in the world. Of course, I will be there. Sarah Ella will be there. All of the stars of our shows will also be set up here. And this is where you can come in and you can purchase anything that you want to, obviously. But you will also have a chance to mingle more with the public, because one of the special things about the MagiCon Festival is that it's for magicians and fans of magic. So we are going to have people who are just interested in learning magic, people who are beginners, maybe they've learned a few magic tricks, but they want to know more. We're going to have this open space for them as well, so they can come in and see what magic is all about and maybe even learn some things from you. So this gives you a chance to actually mingle a little bit more with the public, but people who've expressed a real interest in magic. And they're also going to be the kind of people that you could perform some things for and try some things for, or help them if they want to learn some magic. So this is going to be a really special, kind of a more of a gathering place for you, your friends, friends of magic, fans of magic, and the public, all set up. And probably one of the most active places the whole time. Now, as the events start, then we will be moving into a little bit more of the event space. So if you will follow me this way. So now we're going to go a little bit deeper down the hallway. But before we do that, I think I've probably spent enough time up here just talking to you. And we'll go down there in just a moment. But before we do, we should check to see if Sarah Ella has found Scott Henley. So let's throw it over to Sarah Ella.
Hi, I am Sarah Elephant, and I am here with Scotty Henley, the Executive Director of the Clayton Center. Now, Scotty, please, I'd love to hear a little bit about you and your role here at the Clayton Center. What is it that you do?
That's a good question.
Do you
and
know?
I try to keep that as a mystery. No. Basically, my intent or my job description is to make sure that this theater, as well as the conference space that we have, is up to par, operational, is being utilized. And this side here, booking events into here or pulling in rentals and making sure that we're offering the services that the people want, like yourself.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit about this theater. One of the things that I love about Clayton is how they've taken these old spaces and really worked to renovate them, but still kept a lot of the history and nostalgia of the spaces. So this theater is really special to me. Will you tell me a little bit about the history? And
Well, I'm glad that the theater is special to you. It's special to us as well. This is 1926 you're sitting in.
it's amazing.
And it's tied into the original high school,
Awesome.
which is 1920. And somewhere about 25 years ago, this place was going to be torn down.
Oh.
And it was going to become a parking lot.
No.
It was. And some people who felt the same way that you did and do did not want to see this piece torn down. And it was still owned by Johnson County School System. And at that time, they were able to offer the building and its land for free to a municipality if you within an agreement time period, you occupied it and were utilizing it.
Amazing.
So the group that was focusing on this part, the auditorium, raised $2 million.
Wow.
Which then, yes, that wow turned into a wow to the then administration, who was convinced that they should then go to the banks and get their, I think, $5.8 million to be able to renovate not only this, but the school itself, to turn it into the town hall that we have now. So if it hadn't been timing, the right people, perseverance, asking can you,
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't be sitting here. It would be the parking lot.
Oh, I'm so glad that everybody asked the right questions at the right time and came together. I love how
Plants aligned.
the space upstairs has the original chalkboards in them. Is that correct?
The slate boards.
Yes, it's amazing. I'm excited about offering lectures up there and being able to use these original chalkboards and these spaces that used to be to teach the students. It really feels magical, and we didn't have to do anything.
And you throw in the magical word in. That's
Exactly.
perfect. And don't when you go to scratch across, it'll be a whole different sound.
Oh, really? Now I want to go upstairs and try it.
Give it a shot.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the events that you've had in the past and maybe some of the upcoming events that you have here.
Well, the upcoming events, some of them are still in my head because we're still trying to plan them out.
Nice.
But that's because we're in our budgeting season.
Yeah.
So we run from July to June. But we do have two more. Well, maybe I can hint you on one that's going to be announced tomorrow morning.
Awesome. I
Lori
can hold
Morgan.
a secret.
Lori Morgan, country star,
Awesome.
Grand Ole Opry member.
Amazing.
From the 80s when she got inducted. It will be coming here in April the 8th.
Awesome.
That will be announced on tomorrow's time for them to buy tickets. But we also have a great lady named Susan Warner who will be in here in March, and then the last one will be Paul Thorne, which will be in April. Mainly we do musical acts here. Some comedians. This will be great to test out the waters with the magic trios. Dance doesn't. Dance works in here for the schools, but as far as a full-on ballet or something like that, there's just not enough space, and the floor is not really set for it as well. So primarily, we're country seems to go well here. Americana, blues,
Love
some
blues.
rock, and then probably we'll see how as our times shift with the more. I don't want to call it popish, but what's in right now. Since we sort of live in the streaming world that was in today at 9 o'clock, might not be here at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
So, but live entertainment, plus as you recognize, you're so close to the stage. Even if you're in the balcony, your vantage point is like you're almost sitting where I am, and you are right there next to the stage edge.
It's a wonderful place to perform magic. It
I
really
hope
has
so.
some really great sight lines, and it's perfect space.
I was going to ask, I hope Laura, that the sightlines do work for you. 'Cause
Yes.
in some magic shows, that doesn't always abide by itself. So,
The guys we have coming, that we know how to handle ourselves.
I'm
so.
sure you do. Sure you do.
And one of the performances I'm really excited about is y'all do like a music in the park kind of series. And I think the Thursday, August 18th, y'all are having an act come in and perform in the Clayton Town Center, in the Town Square.
Town Square.
And we're encouraging all of our registrants to come a night early to catch that concert.
And we keep working forward. We're going to probably transition ourselves into like the standard theaters you see, which will have something going on almost all year round instead of seasonal. Break up here and there when we know when people like to take their break and go out to the beach or get the mountains, or it's January, you said Christmas, and you're like, I'm totally done with all this running around.
Yeah, I just want to be home and chill.
I got taxes now to deal with, so.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. I really enjoyed getting to chat with you and talking more, especially about this space and hearing a little bit more about the history. I really appreciate it. We're excited to partner with y'all and to be here in this space and to offer MagiCon to everyone in Clayton and beyond.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time, and I really appreciate that you're bringing this forward to us here. And I'm really interested to see the group that comes here and the magic that happens in the people's conversations and their reactions.
Oh, it's
So I look
going to
forward
be a
to seeing that.
blast. It's going to be great. We're excited. Thank you so
Fantastic.
much.
You're welcome.
Which, if you'll follow me this way, you can see that we get into this absolutely beautiful hallway. Take a moment to admire it, because you're going to see this over and over again. You'll be up and down this hallway all day long. Now, this is one of the spaces where the public and magicians kind of mingle together. But before we go into the secret space for magicians, let's just talk about this. We have one of the lecture rooms, and we're kind of dedicating this room for classes for the public, so that there will be beginner classes in here. There'll be classes for first responders, classes for educators, classes for grandparents, and a general class for anybody that has an interest, for families, for example, so that they can learn magic together. And then as we get deeper and deeper into the mysteries, that's where the in-depth teaching starts. So that gets us down here to this lecture room. And this is where you will be coming to learn all that you can from the stars that we have teaching magic. And you can see this absolute beautiful space. Of course, this will be set up so that we can accommodate 50 people in here for a lecture, and also for close-up performances. These rooms will do double duty. But you'll have perfect sight lines no matter what. You can see that we've got these amazing windows here that let in this beautiful natural light during the day. And I just absolutely love this space. I've taught in a lot of different spaces, and this one is perfect. I can't wait to see each and every one of you filling this room while I get a chance to teach you. And I know that everybody else is going to be here with us that wants to share their magic with you will also just love this. You'll love hanging out in this space as well. Now, when you're done learning the things, then we also have performance space. This space that we're going to be going into now will double as a performance space, but also as a space to mingle and trade secrets with your friends. And that's all the way down here at the end of the beautiful hallway. And that gets us into a space that's twice as big as the ones that you've already seen. And this one isn't set up for anything right now. They've been very kind here to just let us show you everything that's available. So this one is twice as big as the original space, and it's got some interesting features to it. One that I absolutely love is this. It has the original chalkboards. These are the original slate boards. So that if you have like a magic idea or something that you want to talk about, like building a bridge to create a performance, you can explain all of this on the chalkboard here and teach everybody about that, or share different tricks, or write messages to people. And then this space, after you're done hanging out with your friends, this transforms into a show space that we're going to be using for parlor shows on Friday night. And this will accommodate up to 100 people easily. Now, if we happen to have more registration or more need, we have a much larger space available for us. I can't show you that this time around. But I think that Sarah Ella is probably finishing up with what she was doing. To see if Sarah Ella is finished with Scotty, if she's learned to... Oh, hey, there you are.
I found you.
Perfect timing. I was just finishing telling everybody about the big space, and I've already shown them all of the other spaces that are available up here. How did everything go with Scotty?
Oh, it was perfect. It was
Yeah?
great, yeah.
Yeah? Well, did he tell everybody all about the history of
Oh
the
yeah.
theater and
You
all
wouldn't
that?
believe how close this theater came to actually not even existing.
Oh, really? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you have to tell me. What happened?
Well, I can tell you later.
You sure you can tell me later? You want to tell me now?
I can hold it.
Why? I want to know.
So, like,
what happened?
back in the 20s, they almost completely got rid of the theater, and if people didn't come together at the right time, and
But because this used to be
It used
the
to
high
be
school,
school.
right? And they did the same thing in my hometown. They demolished it. You know, they didn't save it.
they did turn it into a parking
They
lot.
did.
because
They
This was
turned-
almost a parking
This
lot.
one, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah. See that touches me because you know when we visited my hometown,
Yes.
I took you to where it was actually my junior high school,
And it
but
was?
it had a beautiful theater and it was beautiful like this, and it was the whole thing was dark. Anyway, you've already heard all of that, and you know we just want you to know how excited we are to be able to have found this space where we can all come together and share our magic with you, and you can share your magic with us. I'm looking forward to this. I hope everybody is as excited because we've got so many special things planned for them that we haven't even really had a chance to talk about. There's other things that we'll be showing you in the future out in the town of Clayton. So not just here and not just, did you tell them about the park?
No.
No, the park.
Oh,
the
I
concert in
mentioned
the
the
park.
concert in the
Yeah.
park, but
And they haven't seen it,
they
of course.
haven't said who was
You'll see all of
performing.
that in the future. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, and we hope to see you in August at the MagiCon Festival.
Bye. Did you show it?